Gamers, it's your pal Day9 and his cat Desperado. Hey, Despy. I know, what a good little performer you are. Big shout out to ESL for sharing the replays of their ESL Open Cup 221. This is the finals between Clem and Maxpax. No spoilers, please. Deliberately didn't watch them because I'm going to do it right now. I am doing a whole bunch of watching and playing of all sorts of Blizzard games because it is Blizzard month. Blizzard month. Did Hearthstone last week, did StarCraft this week, going to be doing World of Warcraft the following week. A little bit of a celebration now that Bobby Kotick is no longer at the helm over there. And so, I'm watching some StarCraft 2 games because, honestly, I love watching any RTS. I've been watching a lot of Age of Empires 2 and a lot of Brood War. And there's been some incredible SC2 games. We get the chance to watch some of them. Yeah! Now, I know many of you know about me. Oops, let me just hide my screen really fast. Because I want to open up the replay thing and I don't want to have the timer there. See, I don't have controls because I don't want to have to reach over my little cat. Dispy. What a terrible little performer. I was saying this in some of the earlier broadcasts that I've been watching. Many of you know me through my StarCraft 2 analysis videos. Way back in my day when I did StarCraft 2 analysis videos 14 years ago. The only way I was able to actually speak competently about timings and strategy was literally brute force of research and testing and learning. And so if you want to know what players should and shouldn't be doing, I have no shame in saying I am just some guy when it comes to my ability to analyze the specifics, to understand the nuance of the meta and that sort of thing. But I am a good RTS mind in a washed-up gamer's body. So I'll certainly have opinions and thoughts on what's happening in the game. But I gotta say, I think Maxpax is someone I would love to see getting in the finals of more live tournaments. I would love to see it. Maxpax famously is just not as frequent an attender of some of those live events. And Clem has just been snapping necks everywhere he goes. The Degenerate says, how does anyone talk intelligently about timing without brute force testing and research? I think most people don't, but I think a lot of people, well, I don't think. I know for a fact because people have been saying this to me. I think people come to me and expect me to just have the knowledge because of the videos that I did before. But, you know, they weren't a result of magic. They were a result of me being interested and subjecting myself to hours and hours and hours and hours of research. On Fire says, it's not that he doesn't go to most, he's never been to an offline event. My understanding is that he had been to some that a lot of people say doesn't count. The important thing, though, is that, like, I don't like making absolute statements. No, not once, ever, literally not even a single one. I have news, everyone, I'd like to share with you. Even shown his face. Oh my God, he's like my YouTube hero dream. No one knows who he is? Hell yeah. In that case, I'm Maxpax, and if you want to know any of my timings, I'm a goddamn expert. Oh my God. All right. But I'm kind of just fascinated at how dynamic, interesting map changes can be for causing awesome RTS play. Like, I said this in the last series I just casted, and I'll say it again. I hated this, like, 2018, 19, 20 period where, you know what, I'll blame Reddit because they're easy to blame. It felt like a bunch of Redditors went, no, unless every map is exactly the same and is a 2v or is a one-on-one map, I want to have one build in each matchup that I can do no matter what the map is because they're all the same. It drove me mad. Give me some spice. This is a strategy game. Let's see some strategy. Let's put players into a little bit of chaos. Let's have a map where you have a natural expansion tucked behind a thin ramp with a gold wall there. And let's allow the other player to just go kill it right away. And look at this. We have a rich Vespene geyser. This is the second one of these I've seen in my life. Some of you, I bet, think there's a graphical error. Why is it so purple? It's because it's been hit by Ivan Ooze. Maybe that joke was just for me. But yeah, no, I want to see this kind of creativity. I want to see this improvisation. This is one of the things I love so much about Age of Empires 2 semi-random maps. And also just the sheer variety when you just get some wild strategies. Revon Lika says, to be honest, I was thinking about a Thanos Vespene. Oh, you would say Thanos. You would. Oh my gosh, that is the youngest thing I've ever heard. Thinking of Thanos, associating it with purple instead of Ivan Ooze. So this is interesting, right? You go for the Reaper, because it does give scout potential. And this is the kind of calculation that's nuts, man. Where you just go, yeah, no, I let it finish, and I permit myself to be shot in the head. I don't know if any of you have ever been at a party where you're trying to flirt with someone who's, like, clearly not into you, and you're just kind of letting yourself be subjected to this pain. You're just permitting it. You're just like, because you're already in too deep, and maybe if she changes her mind, that it'll be okay. This is Maxpax, but this is the only way he's ever flirted. And he actually has no problem with it, and he knows that she's going to fall in love if he just waits long enough. Wow, look at the composure. Look at the composure. That's crazy. And the mines hitting everything. I mean, Cyclones are doing their best Goliath impersonation since the last patch, I'm not going to lie. What else is happening in this base? All right, Oracle, followed by Twilight Council. And, I mean, there is a gas geyser on the inside edge. And so this can actually kind of just... I mean, gold bases in general allowed you to do the same build that you were doing before, but you had a glut of extra minerals. So do you throw out a bunch of gateways earlier for timing? Do you take another base? I always take the base. And what else is happening in Camp Clem? Well, I mean, this is interesting because, like, Clem's obviously also taking the gold and is obviously also distracting Maxpax. So it's not like Maxpax gets the opportunity to do any of this shenaniganry. But will soon, yeah? Oh, yeah. God, the timing on this was just impeccable. See, this is cool. This is cool. Oh, my God. What a sweet game so far. What a sweet map. Stuff's actually happening. Again, there was this period in Zerg vs. Protoss where the Zerg would just get 3 bases and they would build one spore crawler, not colony. Sorry, wrong game. They build one spore colony in each base. Crawler, Jesus. And then the Oracle would fly in, give finger guns to the Queen, and fly out again. Commentators would be saying, well, we're going to have to see what happens for the 1000th time. Like, seeing an Oracle get in and pick off workers, seeing someone building even more production on 2 base, instead of just everyone going for 3 base as fast as I can. Like, there's so much more dynamism. This is why I'm a huge proponent for these maps. I love these kinds of maps. All right, yeah, this checks out, taking the 3rd base and still doing additional pressure. Yeah, no, I'm just so obsessed with... Yeah, Ben Crusher says, Rising Lava map when? Yeah, where is the tournament Rising Lava map? Let's get some chaos in here, man. Where's the force fields that trap the units as the lava's rising? Wouldn't that be sweet? I want to do that. I'm Brett says, can you still do the Overlord noises? Yes. And I trust that settles the matter. Yeah, you like that? Settled indeed. Gotcha. Dude, I mean, I think, like, one siege tank is just not gonna do nothing, man. Yeah, just, like, accept the damage. Kill the workers anyways. Oh, the blink in! Unbelievable. Straight blunk. Oh, dude, by the way, 1K, another gifted 10 subs on our beautiful day. Thanks, by the way, 1K. Yeah, I mean, this is a nice play. I really like this. Just this harassment at the back, forcing a few more things from Clem to be in the retreat. And then by the same token, bailing on additional Stalker production because we don't see another command center yet. Still additional production being added on from Clem. Clem's really got to do something, especially now that the gold base is Bagat a third. I think this is one of the hardest things to do. Not just in StarCraft 2, but also in StarCraft 1. To go, you know, wait a minute. I am actually going to stop almost any production whatsoever to just make a crap load of additional gateways, upgrades, getting the legs. And by the way, what are they called in this game? What are the... Because in StarCraft 1 and 2, I call these Zealot legs. And on Tuesday, I learned what this is called in StarCraft 1. Because I mean, I call it charge or Zealot legs. But is it just called charge? Is it actually literally... Hold on, let me hit the F12 button. Protoss Tech Tree. Okay. Let me click on the Zealot. Charge. It's just charge. Oh my god. Do you know what this is called in StarCraft 1? It's called leg enhancements. I can't believe that shit. It's leg enhancements. That's nuts. Goofy ass names, man. We got metabolic boost and gamete meiosis. And then they're just like leg enhancements. Surprised I didn't call it legs. Some acceptable losses. Still don't see any Zealots getting made. Maxpax is getting ready to do the floods. Oh, a few more Stalkers. Yeah, you know, sometimes I do concede. Alright, so what are the upgrades coming in? +1? Not done? This is really just a pretty raw push from Clem. But, I mean, watching Clem stream, Clem has some of the most precise control in these situations of anyone I've seen. He is so good at being decisive with whatever the moves are. Not like the go forward, go back, go forward, go back. Like, pushes way far in. No medevacs there yet. Whoosh. Oh, I miss the days when you could just get mass armor upgrades and make only Zealots. Oh, it was the good times. I will note, this moment right here, I think... Oh my god, Dave Testa rated us. What up, Dave? We got X5 Pig here. Oh my god, only the handsomest gamers are here today. Which is all of you, of course. I feel like this moment right here is like why I think StarCraft 2 is so difficult. Wait a minute, Up a Tree Zelda rated me. No way! And Steadfast SC, I need to pay more attention. Oh my god, Sal. Sal's joining us. Oh my god, I'm having such a moment here. We just did a show match, and that's awesome. Just here for the rewards, the streamer too busy to care. Oh my god, we got Ravi, whom everyone lovey. It's so good. Beowulf, oh my god, only the handsomest gamers are here. It's so good. Welcome, everyone. It's just lovely to see you all. Aren't RTS games the best? Isn't this the finest genre? I don't need to worry about a bad top deck. I just build the right thing every time. And I feel like this moment here highlights what I always found really difficult in StarCraft 2 from a player perspective. I still find it difficult, which is in StarCraft 1, you would often do things like leave lots of little groups like this all over the place. 2 Lurkers or Defiler and 8 Zerglings here. Same story here. You have another counterattack coming over here. You might even have a rally and a rally of units. You wouldn't normally have everything packed together. But in StarCraft 2, you can just peek off with a small amount of units and destroy a base so quickly. And I feel like, finally I'm going to make the point, what I find really difficult in StarCraft 2 is the best ability to have control over the game is really focused attacks with an enormous bulk of your units. If you have all your units ready to threaten to end the game, the only recourse as the defender is to also have all of your units, and this is what's defending against these kinds of counterattacks from being too significant. Obviously, you can get small peel-offs of units, but I mean, this I always really misjudged when I could move out on the map like this, because this entire just the ability to decide to play this way is predicated on you knowing if you're on offense or on defense. Because you can be in a Terran position and go, I do need to wait until I actually get enough medevacs or an additional tank or some key upgrade, and then I can be on offense. The number of times I'm like, all right, I'm good to push out, and I walk out there and the Protoss just like kills me. And I think Clem is amazing at this. I mean, it's just amazing at this. Because right now, this is the dangerous period. Oh, okay, I'm the Terran player. I'm going to just go ahead and pull back a little bit, and the Protoss player can instantly just begin to leap into motion. Did this get canceled? Mamma mia. Wow, so bold, just blinking straight in there. Because, like, this was a threat the entire time. The only way that Clem was able to know for a fact that this wasn't coming was the aggression at the front. Nice mug. Thank you, I shaved earlier today. Oh, Sky Magic, I'm such a charmer and heart warmer. Hell yeah, brother. What was I going to say? Ztokdo, if you'd be so kind as to not share spoilers of what's going to happen, and if you're sharing what you think players should do, I'd appreciate if you could be specific and say, I think that what a good thing to do is X, Y, Z, just because we tend to have a pretty harsh spoiler policy here, and if you make the language clear, that lets us make sure that we don't like ban you. Yeah. All right. What is the most common form of... Yo, that was sick! What's the most common form of micro in this game? Go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, go down, go back. Go up, go down, go back, go up, go down. Dude, this is so high stress. These are not the skirmishes and the tactics that you see in StarCraft 1. This is like game-ending armies showing up here, showing up there. Here an army, there an army, everywhere an army, army. You know the joke I'm trying to make. Don't fucking talk to me. I always did wish that the supply cap was higher in this game. I think StarCraft 2 would benefit from 300 supply. And you know what? Like, okay, so this is maybe ignorance on my part. Has anyone ever just said, you know what? Here's a 300 supply build. Let's go. Has that happened? Can we? Is it time for the 300 supply invitational? Let me do to you what you do to me. A 300 supply invitational sounds really cool. Someone should do that. $300 supply of Sky Toss. Dude, Tempest shooting from afar? Hell yeah, brother. Alright, the Observer's going into swole up mode. The Balance Council determined that this needed to be even bigger. The Balance Council determined that the Observer also had the same diet we all had in the pandemic, and we should make the model 20% larger. Keto MG says, I play Zerg and I think 3 supply would have made Zerg way too imbalanced. Yeah, let's see it. This is where it's so hard. This is where, if you're Mapu, you don't miss a beat. I'm an absolute beat misser. But, like, just these decisive moves from Clem are just terrifying. The ability to just judge, yes, I want to move up like this. Will not win the fight, but did huge pressure damage picking off the Colossus. Tiny little counterattacks. See, counterattacks like this, I think, are very hard to judge exactly how much you can get away with. Because if you send too many Zealots, you just lose the fight at the front. Get it! Get the... Oh my god! Yeah, I mean, Clem so regularly is managing 2 Marine Marauder groups, like, near perfectly, all over the map. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Clem's Terran Berserk is especially the thing that I just think is so impressive. Oh, that's cute. Sprinting forward to just get 1 more concussive shell on 1 more Zealot to get a little bit more value. Dude, just Stalkers have been the bane, bane of Clem this game. Oh, look at how thick those lines are. Oh my god. It's like a laser pointer and we're all cats. Like, this is the brightest red line I have seen, man. They do not trust us at all to dodge those shots. The Widow Mine has been rebalanced. Anytime it's targeting something, it automatically runs back. GG. Let me return to game and just see the darkness here. I mean, yeah, the fact that this 4th was up for so long, the 5th is going down. The back is in shambles. I mean, this is just a good, solid, excellent game from Maxpax. And I really feel like by the way, I'm not showing my screen because I don't want you to see what the time is in the replay. Also, in case any of you are wondering, I'm the Balance Council. That's why I made the observers all big like me. All right, hold on. Let me reach over my cat, hit the buttons that show the replay. Hit this down and hide it. Bam, now we're in. Turn that off. Dave Testa just gifted us 5 subs. A happy Thursday to you! Thank you, Dave Testa. Dave Testa, great content creator, commentator, StarCraft community. Good to have you here. I am the entire Cabal. Yeah, no, I was just sitting there playing the Franks in Age of Empires 2, the most newbie-friendly one, and I was like, you know what we gotta do? We gotta make the sentries deal bonus damage to shields. And this model on this observer, far too small. Make it fucking huge. Like, that's how the Balance Council works. It's me just talking to myself, while an intern from ESL scribbles down everything that I say into a graph paper notebook. What was I going to say? Yeah, no, I just love that right from the opening, like, Maxpax's confidence of just like, yeah, I'm going to take the gold, and if you bunker it, I'm just going to sit there, fine. I don't mind. Bunker it. Do it. Bunker it. Ronan says, don't make a Cabal joke in an ESL stream. Nathanius straight permed me from his channel for 1 comment. Dude, fuck yeah. I love Nathanius. Dude, Nate is awesome. I watch Nate stream all the time because I, too, am a Battlecruiser enjoyer. And if Nate banned you from saying the Zerg Cabal in his chat, then it's just evidence that you didn't do it correctly. Nathanius is the best. And also, listen, we if you're a streamer, you're going to perm ban people all the time. You're going to perm ban people all the time. And sometimes you perm ban wrong. That's all there is to it. And I would say, if there's any streamer who's giving you a perm ban, and you give an earnest, hey, apologies, I thought I was just trying to, have some fun, and if it rubbed you the wrong way, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I like your content, I'd love to be unbanned and rejoin. Like, we unban people like that all the time, We're not perfect paragons of judgment. We're trying to manage a few thousand people most streams, so. But in any case, Nate's the GOAT. And if you ever say anything bad about him, you're fucking banned from my chat. All right, what's happening in the video game? Oh my gosh, it's a normal looking opening. Fast expansions, no weird Reaper Bunker Cyclone shenaniganry. We have a Zealot. Ooh, someone's been watching Brood War openings from Bisu, huh? Send in the Zealot. Actually, how common is this? Because this has become really common in Brood War in the last 3-4 years. Just like it's almost like every single opening for Protoss in both StarCrafts involved getting a Cybernetics core and getting some Cybernetics core units up, getting the Adept, getting the Stalker, so on and so on and so on, or the Dragoon in SC1. I mean, like this is just what you do, and a whole bunch of players have just started to figure out, you know what? If I'm going to be getting the Adept, or going to be getting the Stalker, or going to be getting the Dragoon, let me just rearrange my economy to also just swing in with a Zealot or two. Because, I mean, the Adept is super, 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 super common, right? Like, you have to get the Adept or you just die to a Reaper every single game. But it specifically, I'm asking the how often are players doing that move? Because this has been all the rage in Brood War, is like sneaking in a Zealot, sometimes even two Zealots, to delay the Cybernetics core to then apply more pressure. It's really interesting. Oh my god, around then bam, aka around the barn. Good to see ya. Dave Teta says happens 40%. Wow, that's so awesome to see similarities coming in. Because, you know, the logic of getting a Zealot before you get the Adept or the Stalker, or in StarCraft 1's case, the Dragoon, the logic is, if I'm getting my Cybernetics core at pace, and I'm getting the Adept at, like, we're 3 minutes into this game, as you can see behind my enormous head. If we're getting it at 3 minutes anyways, because that's just the timing on this map, if I can get the Adept at 3 minutes, but also sneak out a Zealot, maybe I can do some more stuff with the Zealot. Ultra Hazel says maybe 5%, around 20 for Maxpax. Interesting. Maxpax is just fully goated. Only one doing it, all by himself. Please shoot the... I always want this. I always want this to get shot. Please, just pick him off. He's right there. Oh, it's the pair bears over there, like you just don't care. Get him! And the one in the back, get him! Yeah, I mean, this all looks like your standard fare, Link Stalkers to control space and so on and so on. NoobTubes has seen this one before, but won't spoil it. Nice. Yes. Hell yeah. Trickout says, how's it hanging day and night? Dude, I'm having one of the best weeks ever, to be honest. Watching StarCraft 1 and 2 is just so fun. It's so fun. I genuinely did not expect this many people to show up and hang out. I really didn't expect it. And it's just been nice. It's so fun. It's so fun to watch. Yeah, this is the grand finals of the ESL Open Cup that just happened. It's on the New Balance patch. Yeah, usual Widowmine drop shenaniganry. Dude, I actually would just feel like if Widowmines were not allowed to be part of Widowmine drops, like if they just said Widowmines can no longer be loaded into a medevac, I feel like it would double the player base of StarCraft overnight. I feel like immediately people would be like, "Oh well, fuck yeah, I'll go download this shit." They should just ban Widowmines from entering into medevacs. What are the other things? Let's see here. Immortals and Disruptors no longer fit into a warp prism. Oh, thank fuck. What else do we want to get out of there? The Baneling is... You can only have 10 of them. That's it. You're only allowed to have 10 Banelings. Actually, ever. That's it. You're just only allowed 10 Banelings. Oracle, you need a fleet beacon for it. Like, have I fixed the game? Have I fixed it? Oh my god. Yeah, Banelings are also not allowed to be loaded into Overlords. Yeah, only one wave from the Swarm Host. After the Swarm Host shoots its wave of locusts, it just becomes a drone. Like, that would be so cool. Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna do it. Once the void ray turns off, it's off forever. Yeah. All abilities are charges. You get one or two of them, and that's that. What'd you do to Nidus worms? I would turn them into Nidus canals. That's what I would actually do. I would genuinely remove the Nidus worm functionality and turn it into a Brood War Nidus canal. I thought that was a good design. One of the things that I was talking about a lot on the Brood War streams earlier this week is that there's been a real transformation of what Terrans deem as safe and defensive. Because, I mean, there were openings maybe 5 years ago where Terrans would actually be like, no, I'm cool just having one barracks and one factory, maybe a second barracks, and just going straight for the third command center. Same thing in Brood War, like 2 factory, 3 base. I mean, it's basically just been deleted because people have figured out how to be even more annoying and even more aggressive. It's so cool. Ow. Because, I mean, these kinds of attack tactics, like Warp Prism Blink Stalker, like, if you haven't watched this game in a while, it almost feels like you're doing the same thing twice. Like, you either get Blink or the Warp Prism. Why would you get both? And it's just like, dude, it's so good. You can immediately take more risks because you don't need... Because, I mean, the old logic is if I blink it up and I'm wrong, I lose the game. You can blink up and be wrong. Just get out with the Warp Prism. Oh yeah, big, thick gateway styles. No need to get costly immortals. No need to get any of this other pricey stuff. Why not just blink with one stalker? I think I don't fully understand the question. Well, let me actually analyze that in a couple of ways. So the statement that I am trying to assert is that Blink Stalkers plus a Warp Prism gives you the ability to take bolder plays with the Stalkers, and that you still have the temporary defensive capabilities of loading and unloading with the Warp Prism, and then you have the ability to blink away. So you can just go super aggressively forward when you see enemy units, because you also have an out. Now, if you went in, if you said, well, what if you skipped the Warp Prism and you just had Stalkers and you blinked one in? If you're wrong, you just lose that. Being wrong with 1 or being wrong with 8 is a sliding scale of punishment. You obviously get punished more if you lose all 8 Stalkers versus if you just lost 1 Stalker. But I think the thing that I'm trying to highlight is that if you get the Warp Prism and the Blink, my God, you can just blink in, see that people are there, and get out with 0 Stalkers. There's no guesswork, and there's just higher upside. And so this is like really, really interesting. It's really fun to see. And I don't know if that's what your question was. But what I did is I imagined what you were asking, and I answered it in a way that just made me sound smart, you know? Woo. Ishtar. Happy Tier 1 Subaroni. Thanks for joining us. And there it is. Third base. It's the place. Random Heroes asked this. You know, we haven't answered this question today. And I think it's time to answer it. Do I think there'll ever be a StarCraft 3? No, unless it's some random mobile game that's the exact same thing as Warcraft Rumble or Clash Royale. I genuinely do not think. I really... Everyone, it's time to play StarCraft 3, the new Match 3 mobile game from Activision Blizzard. Like, I mean, I have my hopes so low for a StarCraft 3. If it comes out, I'll have the same policy I have with all these other RTS games that are in development. I'll look at it when it's released. I'll look at it when it's released. Now, we're looking at a position where what I would do as Maxpax is just fucking lose. These kinds of pushes. I know that the appropriate thing to say is I will be very poised with my Blink Stalkers to get as much chip damage and to delay as much as I possibly can. But it's so easy to just, like, immediately freak out. Ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ooh. Wow, that's great recognition. Blink, see the stim, immediately recall. Again, that's one of those spots where I don't ever want to do those kinds of engagements because I'm too frightened. I don't know how Maxpax is just so consistently good about just getting this swell at the same time. Now, I need to rewind because I'm not a professional observer. Warp Prism, God, just endless aggression. So good. This is what I find so terrifying about StarCraft 2 versus StarCraft 1. These things are so frightening. Run, run, run! Immortal's coming out just in time. God, who individually blinks Stalkers versus Bio? That's like way too scary. Ooh, baby. Parting. Yeah, look. Parting is probably the best small-scale micro player in SC2. In most games. I think. Some net. So speaking of StarCraft 3, I want to know if Nick told him about the California meeting. Wait, Sumnat, do you mean? Did my brother come to Los Angeles and not tell me? No, we went out to dinner. Took him to Italian. Although when my brother first came in town, Nick was like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna be in town. I have like one night where we can get a meal." And I was like, "Dude, let me take you to some Korean barbecue." And he was like, "I swear to God, Sean, if I like come to LA, you need to get me like burgers or something." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna take you to Italian, fed him some pasta." Because this is something that's really funny. In Los Angeles, there's really good Korean barbecue because there's a large Korean population in mid-city in Los Angeles. And also, there's great beef in America. So you get the incredible food preparation from Korean barbecues plus the American beef, and it's just so good. And there's a lot of English-speaking commentators that live in South Korea, my brother included, that anytime they're in Korea for BlizzCon, there's always just like, "Hey, everyone, we're going to have a big dinner before BlizzCon. It's going to be paid for by the developers, and we just want to welcome you all to Korean barbecue." And they're all just like, "No! Like, I didn't fly all the way here to eat the same shit I have at home. Fuck!" Yeah, I got Nick some absolutely filthy Mexican street tacos, which are just the best ever. Oh my God, they're so good. They're like $1. And they just bleed right through the tortilla, and they're just like getting all over your hands. Oh my God. Some al pastor tacos with a delicious hot sauce that you have to pay in cash because it's just like a street vendor that opens up at 9 p.m. only on Wednesdays at the street corner. You just have to know it. It's so good. Oh my God. Okay, I need to come back to looking at this game. Yeah, LA food is so good. It is the reason why I live in LA. Because God knows I'm not going to leave my house for any reason. I like being at home. I got 2 cats, a dog, and a wife. What do I need to leave the house for, man? Everything's awesome in this house. It's so good. Oh, for food? Yeah, honey, let's go eat. Let's eat. Let's eat. Let's do it. God, this is such difficult play. I mean, Clem obviously has more supply and is pressing in. Whoa! Careful, little cat. Gonna roll off. But, like, just this small-scale harassment, the fact that we have a 3-base Maxpax, making it difficult for Clem to get their own 3-base, and these small counterattacks. I mean, I just think this is some of the hardest decision-making ever. Oh. Because it's so easy to under or overbuild in these counterattacks. And it just always seems to be the right amount. Wow. So impressive. You get out of here. Your Widow Mines aren't allowed to get loaded and unloaded here. Oh, no. Oh, dude. Colossus range not done yet. Dude, the patience is so insane from Maxpax. Blinking to scoot out of the way. You love to see it. Scooting out of the way of the Zealots. So that way the cells can get fucking trashed. Get in there. Get in there. I mean, it's gonna be still close, I think, but, I mean, Maxpax is just getting whittled away. Is this another victim of the F2 button coming back for an empty Warp Prism flank? Yeah, and I mean, this is just... it's too much. Only 4 barracks, man. Oh my god, y'all are talking about in and out? Man, I'm gonna get some in and out tonight. What does the F2 button do? It selects all of your units. Oh, see you later, alligator. Dude, these little tanks at the back just pecking away. I mean, honestly, I think Clem's just doing the slow death. Clem is just very slowly chipping in. Some of these drops are doing something, but I mean, if you, like, one of the things that I think is so hard about that kind of, like, zealot counter-drop harassment is, dude, if you are wrong a few times, it's 4 zealots here, 4 zealots here, there was an 8 zealot attack. I mean, that quickly adds up to, like, I want to say a control group, but I'm playing the wrong game. It quickly adds up to, like, 12, 24 zealots. I mean, Maxpax is doing a great job stabilizing, but, I mean, it just doesn't matter. There hasn't been able to be a 4th going down. Clem's going to be able to get a 4th soon. Yeah. Oops. Hello. Let me go here. There it is. There's command center. I count everything in control groups too. Yeah, honey, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's and pick up a control group of eggs. Yeah, I like to have half a control group every morning. How late are we going today? Oh, about 7. Ghosty, maybe 6:30. I'm probably gonna have to end at that point because I need to make sure my dog Cece's doing okay. All right. Oh my God! Look out! Here comes the balls. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can hold on. Scrubby Z says, hey, Nine, do you have children? Yeah. I actually currently have, let's see, 3,346 are showing up today, including you. Papow. Love you all. Now mow the lawn. Maxpax should have been dead like 10 times here, but he just keeps holding on. Just keeps holding on. I mean, this is just slowly becoming too much value, and Clem always hits his splits somehow. I don't know how it's possible. I've never seen Clem really screw up. Dude, how is Maxpax just alive here? I was like, the game is done, and I was just like getting ready to rant about the nature of not being able to survive after you've had enough failed counters. How is Maxpax doing this? This is why I think that StarCraft 2 is like the last 2-3 years is like some of the best in history. Because, I mean, you rewind 7-8 years. I mean, it's just Clem slowly trudging his way forward and eventually overrunning the Protoss, and the Protoss not being able to take a 4th. And here, the Protoss is like taking a 4th. He's now starting to apply more pressure. I mean, God, like the players are so good right now. Yeah, I mean, because again, I'd be like, this has to be the death of this expansion. But now all of a sudden, the same problem that I've been talking about all day comes back. If you do one failed counterattack, you die. And it looks like Maxpax identified it and is just pressing in. Fucking get out of there! Alright. Disruptor shots. Yeah, that drop just didn't happen. Why would it? After all, why not? Alright, so now we have the just... Mass Disruptor balls. We got balls of balls. Raven Striker says, man, I miss Dane on commentating these SC2 matches. I don't even know if I would describe what I'm doing as commentating. What we're doing is we're hanging out. We're hanging out, baby. We're hanging. We're hanging. Oh, that'd be good. Oh, it's so good. Oh, dude, let me just say, I've not played Legacy of the Void 2v2, but something Epic says, how would you feel about a professional StarCraft 2v2 scene? I've played a lot of 2v2s in Legacy of the Void and Heart of the Swarm. StarCraft 2 2v2s are really, really, really awesome. They're so awesome. Oh my god. It's just the best. Man, that is a lot of power out of Clem. There's actually a lot of funny, goofy strategies you can do. I would love to see more of it. Alright, so. I want to make a bigger mini-map, man. Let's put in the mini and mini-map. Oh, look how confused he is. He's tired. Yeah, I mean, when you start getting doom dropped like this, and the pressure's not enough to force the Terran player back, I mean, this really feels like when stuff starts floating. Yeah, it starts folding. So that now is 1-1. It says best of 1-0-0. There's a hotkey to change this, right? There's a hotkey to change this. Isn't it like Control 1 and then Alt 1? Control Shift 1. All right, and then Control 1. What's the other one? Shift 1. Got it. Fuck yeah, we're tied 1-1. Oh, I'm too powerful. Look at me. Some of you wish... Can we make it a best of 4? I can make it a best of 3 and a best of 5, but if I hit 4, it doesn't let me do it. Doesn't let me do it. Doesn't let me do it. All right. Tweet. Oh, wait, I gotta hide. Oh, you almost saw the total amount of games. That was close. Oh, ooh. Oh, it was so scary. Hold on. I gotta get everything set up. Best of 4. What is this, CSGO? I know, right? All right, hold on. Let me go. Oh, we got a cat. We got a little pause. Okay, we go in here. Okay, watch this. Okay, hold on. Turn this off. Control 1, Shift 1, Control 5. Oops. There it is. Bam! Pow! Unright gifting 10 subs. A happy Thursday to you, Unright. Unright, good night. Is it the lighting when I sing gray hair? Dude, I have so much gray hair. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, yeah. My whole beard is salt and pepper. In fact, that's why I'm wearing this shirt. It used to be a solid black shirt, but it too is aging. Unright, thanks for the 10 gifted subs. Thanks, Unright. You're just so fucking cool. Yeah, man. Control X, it switches the players to what? Ah, dude, Kate, you know, the gifted 5 for a best of 5. Thanks, Kate, you know. Happy Thursday to you as well. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Yeah, dude, I don't know why people get so worked up about gray hair and balding and all this stuff, man. Getting older, let me tell you, the most difficult years that you'll ever have will be your 20s. I think 20s... Well, I actually fucking hated my teens. Never mind, that was the worst. But, like, 20s was really high stress. Oh, my God, it's just so difficult. It's just, you can't find your place. You have all these ambitions, and you keep going sideways. 20s are tough. 20s are tough. 30s, fucking awesome. 30s are the best. Did I see the Zealot canceled? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. We're seeing some neat stuff. Now this is some build order stuff. This is some cool stuff. Okay. Rallying things in one at a time seems completely fine. Yeah, everything's fine over here. So here's what I was talking about earlier. This idea of, well, hey, this... God, how do I do the hover over this? All right, it doesn't matter. if I'm choosing to build a zealot, I actually want to see this again. Because there's a tiny little sliver. Faster times 2. So at this sliver of time here. Okay. So if my zealot finishes at about the same time that the cybernetics core finishes, it's not going to slow down my adept. It's not going to slow down any play that I do. So Maxpax starts this, and it looks like he gets up the ramp and sees this and just instantly cancels the zealot. That's really interesting. So in a sense, if I make a zealot and you are making a reaper, I mean, my zealot's going to be pretty worthless there. So what I'll just cancel it. But if I come up here and I see that maybe you're not making it, or you're doing some other sort of gasless expansion, or maybe I deem that I'm going to keep the zealot back and walk around the reaper, something like that. That's really interesting. You can also do things like, yeah, you can clear the eBay block. I don't know. I'm fascinated by this early zealot aggression. Again, in Brood War, this has been super, super, super popular. Ways of sneaking in zealots, both against Zerg and Terran. And, I mean, technically for Protoss too, but that's always been the case. Oh, why am I at ×2? Why would I ever go to ×2? Can't think that fast. Rub against that wall and send your shade out. Oh, yeah. SDSD Doc says, I'm 12 and GG, I'm done for. Yeah, let me tell you, your 12s are going to suck. But 30s are great. 30s are great. You actually have a much better sense of understanding of the world and how you want to interface with it. You know, you probably met friends and had a bunch of them drop away because they suck. I don't know how else to put it. I think we've all made friends in our 20s, and then when we're 30s, I'm just like, why am I spending any time with you? What are we doing? You start to spend time with the people that you like. You're not broke all the time. You know who you are better. 30s are awesome. You just stop caring, because look, allow me to bestow my life lessons. There is something that I think is really important and helpful about caring about something more than anything, trying as hard as you frickin' can to succeed at something, putting your all into it, sacrificing of yourself, burning your soul fire to fuel the intensity, and eating shit and totally failing. Which I have done a couple times. And it's interesting because, like, nothing happens. You know, I feel like adults kind of bludgeon into you when you're in high school. Like, dude, oh my God, if you don't get into a good college, you're gonna explode. You know, oh my God, you have to be really careful about that. And it's always like the stakes were as high as they could possibly be, but the context was absent. So please, for the love of God, do this. You're gonna join this company. My God, don't piss off your boss. Don't say that, because if you get fired, you'll be broke, and you'll never get hired again, and they'll call your boss and be like, Sean was a piece of shit. Never hire him again. And then, of course, the Zerg cabal manages the entire ecosystem of the job market in America, so then they'll never hire you again. It's terrible. And then, and then you just learn that if you actually have all those horrible things happen, you're actually you're fine. And it's like, oh, it's actually pretty nice. It's actually pretty nice to just not worry. And it's not that, like, you don't give a fuck because you've given up. It's because you realize you were giving a fuck about something that was actually it was just not a big deal. Okay, the difference in bravado between 20s and 30s is this. When you're in your 20s, you go, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Who cares? I don't care. When you're in your 30s, you say, I don't mind. Oh, I don't mind. That's fine. I don't mind. Don't be someone who doesn't care. Be someone who doesn't mind. Oh my god, if only they banned Widow Mines from being able to enter into Medivacs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, oh, you think I totally suck? Alright, it's fine. I don't mind. You know, I hope you feel better. Scott, then you turn 40 and you go, I don't remember. Excuse me, my memory is never gonna falter. What's the Zealot leg upgrade called? Get out of there! Oh, and the little cyclone here, trying to justify its existence again. Pathetic. Gotta go legs. Alright, are we just halting our probe production? Why would we ever dream of doing such a thing? Alright. It's really interesting how precise Maxpax is about the number of probes. Really precise numbers, and then he just halts. Ugh. God, this blink plus War Prism is just nasty. This is the filthiest, nastiest shit ever. Maxpax has been supply blocked a few times, but is still overwhelmingly favoring warping in more stalkers to warping in the workers first. I almost said villagers. Because I'm Empire pilled. Dude, look at that. Blinks in 4, hits by a tank, pulls right back up again. Because, like, in this position, there is but a single barracks. There's only been one barracks producing Marines this entire time. And I actually feel like this might explain some of why Maxpax is continuing to go for the Stalker aggression. Because it's like, dude, what are you going to do? What can you do? You're going to be completely penned in. Because we saw Maxpax in the previous games getting like 6 to 8 Stalkers, seeing that there were 3 racks already done, and just going straight up to Zealot legs, +1, getting a whole bunch of gateways. This is like, no, yeah, just keep making Stalkers. Well, look at these blink forwards. This is nuts. I mean, maybe a little too nuts, but still. Still, the sentiment I appreciate. Oh my god. The relics of Dustin Browder reign supreme. More Stalkers. I hate this unit. He just continues to make them. But yeah, if you can just continue to pressure. And all of a sudden, the responsibility of the Terran player is to avoid death instead of being able to establish control of this expansion. Can't move tanks over here to control this join. Oh, it's so good. And Zealot Legs is coming down, and there's the Forge. Holy fuck-a-moly. And he can probably even take a 4th now, too. Oh, the Ravens. Gone. Siege tank gone. Dude, look at these little lifty thrifties. Lifty thrifty United States. Oh my god, it's so good. And I mean, how long has this command center been done? I'm like unable to do anything. Come on, guys. Get them, boys. Alright, we got observer squatting happening. Yeah, all the Ravens are down as well. Oh. A haven from the Ravens. I gotta see this, man. Look at the vision here, man. When you get fat obs out, man. Wow, that's incredible. Santiago 94 510 says, I don't think you can use the phrase lifty thrifty until you're 42 plus. What if my lower back hurts? Am I allowed to use it? What if I'm in a lot of fucking pain right now? All right, we'll allow it. Dude, this is marvelous. Dude, this for those of you, stop watching my stream right now and go to my YouTube and look up the Protoss vs. Terran Brood War video I just uploaded 2 days ago. That video showcases the huge modern shift that's happened in Protoss vs. Terran and Brood War, and it's like I'm seeing the same thing right now. Or I cherry pick. Let me explain to you what I mean. So, In StarCraft 1, the style of play for the Protoss players historically was take lots more bases than the Terran, just try to out-expand the Terran as much as possible, and get lots of Dragoons and Zealots, which is the equivalent of Stalker Zealot in StarCraft 2. And the Terran player would generally go mech, so it would be siege tanks and vultures. Vultures are kind of Hellion-like. And because the Terran player would have these slow siege tanks lifting and dropping, then Protoss players had the ability to out-expand, but the Protoss army is way less efficient than the Terran. So the Protoss is trying to overwhelm with numbers. And the Terran players would often be so good at just getting siege tanks in their base, kind of like what you're seeing right here out of Clem, that Protoss players would try to start transitioning into Arbiters, into better upgrades, into Templar. And the shift that happened in the last 5 years is Protoss players started to go, wait a minute, are you really that defended with siege tanks in your base? What if instead of getting 1 warp prism, what if I got like 5? And I just had an entire army moving around in them and was dropping and hitting you and just constant, even weird angles like dropping down here to pick off supply depots. Like what if we started to do that? And it started to pay huge dividends to the point where it's now an almost non-stop aggression fest from Protosses against Terrans in that matchup. And it's like I'm seeing the same thing. All of a sudden, it's not this, oh, well, looks like the Terran player is finally secured back home in the base. Oh, I can't continue to be aggressive with the Stalkers. Like, this is awesome. It's so hard for Clem to just get any security in any of these locations because the Blink Stalker troop can be anywhere at any time. Oh, here comes an Immortal, being like, I'm a Blink Stalker. No, you're not. I don't even have a joke. It's just the guy's wrong. I mean, this is incredible. Look at the worker count. Continue to zoom way back. That's so funny. Now, obviously, there's a huge burden on the Protoss, which is that you need to be very careful not to do exactly what we just saw, which is overextend just a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit, and then you wind up losing an enormous amount of stuff. Get him. No! Awesome. And I mean, yes, it was a little bit inefficient in some of these trades, but like the benefits of this kind of aggression is, hey, look, this Terran player's almost out of money. And suddenly, instead of it being like a 3-base Terran, it's like a 2-base Terran that took a third and then went right back to 2-base. This is so awesome. This is so awesome, man. Watching Maxpax play is just banging. And of course, Clem is doing the impossible and staying alive somehow, amazingly. Yeah, look at this, dude. Just the relentless aggression. This is so awesome. Wow. Does Terran level 1 upgrades hit a threshold for kills? So this is where there's a big gap in my present tense game knowledge. I don't actually know where some of the inflection points are. You know, there's certain inflection points that you learn in Brood War, which really has not been patched in like 20 years. You know, oh, if you get this upgrade, you'll 2-shot it instead of 3. And if you get that, it'll take 6 shots instead of 8 for blah, 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 blah. I don't know what those are, but generally speaking, if you're going to be an aggressor like this and you're looking for opportunities to, ooh, really nice. If you're going to be an aggressor like this, favoring the attack upgrades is generally good. Arcane says, is casting SC2 coming back like riding a bike? You certainly seem comfortable, and just like back then. That's legitimately so crazy to hear you say, because I feel like a bumbling fool right now. I'm a good talker, but I'm not contributing anything. I think the difference between what I'm doing now versus what I was able to do back then is back then I was able to look at what was happening and say, here's likely what's going to be happening in 2 minutes, in 5 minutes, and so on. And so here's the possibilities. And if I know it's going to happen in 2 minutes and then 5 minutes, wow, this player could do this play and disrupt that 2-minute plan, which then further disrupts the 5-minute plan. And that, as a commentator, would give me the ability to create tension. Because, you know, it's kind of like the, hey, there's a bomb underneath the seat. SC fans to stop pausing the game. I'm going to pause this game a shitload. If you guys are having issues with the pause, then you have no idea who you're watching. Oh my God, I am the most pause-heavy, tangent-heavy gamer of all time. Yeah, so like it's kind of like in the movie where if you see that there's a bomb on the train, when the train starts moving, there's tension because you know what could be happening. Zergtos says bye. Why are you saying goodbye? You just get to leave. It's totally fine. Zergtos, by the way, has just been like typing in all caps and devastated, just mad. I'll withhold my viewership. Listen, I think it's completely reasonable if you don't want to, hang out here. Just don't. I don't know. It feels like going to a pizza place and saying, I want a hamburger. And they go, oh, we serve pizzas. And it's like, well, what the fuck, man? Bye. It's like, all right, good. I genuinely hope you find the hamburger that you so need. What was I talking about? Yeah. I think that what I liked about my commentary in times of old is that I understood so much about the game that I could say things like, wow, let me make something up. What if I identified, oh, it looks like there's a transition to ghosts, but to really get this going, you need 4 bases. And right now, Clem has 3. So if Maxpax can continue to deny this 4th, it's going to completely kill this ghost play, which is the only way for Clem to get back in. I made all of that up. I don't know if any of that is true. But that's the kind of statement that I was able to make in the past that I just have no ability to make right now. I'm just going, look at what's literally happening before my eyes. Oh my God. Look at literally what we're seeing. Literally, oh, he fucking got that warp. Is that literally happening? Oh, I wonder if he's going to get these. Oh, sweetheart, I need you to be off you're on the arrow keys. Yes, excuse me, here. Yeah, here you go. Here, just lie down. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm happy to have you. Like, for instance, this is straightforward to cast. You're just like, oh, he's gonna fucking get the drop, but oh, you thought that you were getting sniped? No, Clem is rejoining at the same time. Fuck you! Like, oh my God, and the counter happening right now from Maxpax. Like making those remarks like that is more straightforward. But like in this position, if I had to make any sort of estimation, I feel like the issue is, this is my claim, this is my weak, shitty baby analysis for babies. In this position, it really looks like Maxpax has a lot of control. He is getting a lot of additional bases. He's setting up to take more of his triangle of the map, and has also been in a forward position for most of this game. Yeah, the supply counts are slightly favoring Clem, but if the Protoss starts being able to shut off this base and this base, it basically means that Maxpax, I mean, there's not a good additional base for the Terran to take. This is way too fucking far away. This is probably the best bet. This is still a little eh. And so these feel like the 2 bases of concern for Clem. Clem needs to get this shit up and secured to just be able to start having 5 bases, to be able to maybe set up base 6 and 7 later on. This is my sort of baby analysis for babies right now. So in my eyes, this is probably impossible to stop as Protoss. I mean, you can poke, but I mean, good God, this is just a nightmare position. I mean, this is like an ideal defensive spot, especially if these Dustin Browder rocks get picked. Like these 3 bases just kind of feel like one screen. This base is very, very for me, especially if these start falling down. It's just a lot more open than the other one. And then you can park your booty here as Protoss and pick away at those. So I don't know. I'm definitely favoring Maxpax in this matchup right now. I mean, Maxpax has been a little bit psycho with some of these attacks, but like these Zealots here are great. Oh yeah, and for those of you who have maybe not watched StarCraft in a while, this is a mechanic that was common in Brood War that has been sort of brutally co-opted by, can you believe it, StarCraft 2 stealing mechanics from StarCraft 1? I mean, look at this. It's a Zealot, get your own units. Yeah, one of the common mechanics is you put some minerals on the ground, so this forms a hard block, and then you can mine it out later when you have this expansion and there's a way to open up this path. And it's very difficult for an offender to open up this path. You have to like bring a bunch of probes, have them slowly mine their way through and stuff, and then like move them all the way back. So it's basically a way for, in this case, blue to take this base and open up a way to this area when blue deems it. All right, so this is Robo number 3. What's the button for structures? T, I think it is. Nice. How many gateways are we at? We're at 12 gateways, 3 robos. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I really can't stress enough. There's just not much that Maxpax can do about this except park on this ground here. No way, Maxpax, you're a loony. Actually, who am I kidding, man? Maxpax, he doesn't give a fuck, dude. Maxpax is like, no, I'm going to park here. I'm going to blink my stalkers up. I'm going to force you to constantly re-siege. If one thing is 2 tiles too far forward, fuck you, I'm coming in. This is amazing. This is amazing. I don't know how Clem hasn't died like 15 times. God, that is just an oppressive attack. Especially the 4 Colossi in the back. Man. And I mean, this attack looks like it could end the game. Maybe it couldn't. I think ending, like, I accidentally my way into this phrase yesterday, and I like it. Winning the game here is an opportunity, but it's not the plan. The plan is the denial of this and the taking of more of these bases on the side. That's the plan. If there's an opportunity to end the game and you take it, great. But oh my god, I need to get to 5 base and then just end it. That's not a good plan. And one thing I don't quite understand is the value change between Disruptors versus Colossus outside of some really rudimentary statement. Like, duh. You're building too many Vikings, so I'll build units that won't get hit by it. Like, I don't actually know the deeper analysis behind that. I mean, frankly, that wouldn't surprise me if that was, like, actually it, but... This weird, goofy-looking unit, the Disruptor, that just sits there as a big round ball getting shit on. Ah! And also Ghosts. It's just so easy to snipe and EMP and stuff. Look, how good is Clem? How good is this guy? Well, I mean, he's getting a little broke. Starting to run about half dry there. Killing destructible rocks. Exactly as Dustin Browder intended. Yeah, I mean, if this command center lands here, then it's going to be a long one. Oh my god. Oh god. It's a power Shawnee Yanni. Can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that this is the first period of time in this game when things have been chill? It has been a frickin' battle, dude. It's been endless. Prince Pieces, why use minerals to block over just more rocks? It's a different texture because you need, because rocks take damage to die. So an offensive and a defensive army, like if these were rocks, blue could knock them down, or red could knock them down, but if it's minerals, it's much more leaning towards the defender in that situation. Wow, these aggressive blinks forward are crazy, man. Just trying to make sure that this cliff is properly held. God damn. So many Marauders. Yeah, I mean, this is an amazing defense by Clem. I mean, this is so impressive. I can't believe that Clem is in the position to be able to begin aggressing in this middle. Oh my god, it's just ridiculous. All right, here comes the goofiest unit of all. I throw out a ball. I throw out a ball. So Clipsteer says, "How's Maxpax having this much trouble with such an economic advantage?" Well, it's a pseudo economic advantage because in StarCraft 2, you quickly wind up in a situation where if you're at like 70-ish drones, or excuse me, SCVs, probes, workers, that's the word I'm looking for. If you're at like 70-ish, it's 22 workers saturate a base. That's 66 workers on 3 base plus 4. So it's difficult to be making maximum use out of this many bases. You can even see that this mining 4th base, I say 4th because the main is dry, and this all counts still. This 4th mining location doesn't even have full saturation. And so you can do like what Maxpax is doing and get like close to 100 workers. And then what you're trying to do is leverage income instead of total army value. And then you take inefficient trades, but you can replenish faster. And that's how you hope to whittle away. But it's a little different than in StarCraft versus StarCraft 2. Or in StarCraft 1, you actually can make meaningful use out of like 5 bases. Nice. Really awesome. These are the sorts of things that, like, as long as you're not dying at the front, you can really leverage like the 100 worker stuff super well. Yeah, it is kind of funny because there was this era in StarCraft 2, again, the more passive era of StarCraft 2, like sort of after I stopped doing commentary, where like you'd have players who would each have like 7 bases, and they're like 2 of them wouldn't even be fucking mining. Yeah, we get fucking, whoa, DT Blink, DT Blink, yeah, fucking DT Blink, let's go. All right, hold on, now I can charge my phone. I spilled water onto it, and so it, hold on, oh. And so it was like, whatever you do, don't charge. Unplug all cables. Oh my god, Blink over there? So now I gotta charge it. Holy shit. Charging his phone. Switching back, watching esports content. Yeah, this is amazing. This is like the 100-worker especial. Take more bases, do these kinds of insane... I mean, this is the most impressive counterattacking I've ever seen. I mean, Clem has not been able to leave Clem's side of the map. No more Colossi. Deems that there's too many Vikings, but with 3 robotics facilities, can just switch back into Colossus production whenever you see fit. And I mean, disruptors are great at just denying the push forward motion. That's so good. Oh. Alright. Look at this. This is an absolute insane person. SSB Corporate says, would you say that disruptors are great at disrupting? Yeah. I mean, this is not long for this world. This base, I worry, is destined for death, man. After playing Elden Ring, I say that way too much. Liam says all Protoss units should be able to get blink. The probes! Oh, you don't do blink mining efficiency? You're such a goddamn newbie. Ugh. Resources lost tab? What is that? Is that R? That's not the button. Oh, not this. Everyone. Is it L? L. Ah, yeah, there it is. Boom. Okay, so this is great, because this is what I was talking about, but I completely neglected the fact that, oh, dude, oh my god, I feel Like when the superhero who's been inactive for years finally like holds his weapon again. I'm like, replay. I forgot all of these hotkeys that help me with exposition. I was talking about this, that if you are able to maintain the aggression edge, and you can kind of cause your opponent to be in the situation that Clem is in, where Clem is slowly clawing forward with bases. But really, it is 1 mining base, 2 mining base, done. This third is not long for this world. And yes, you're being wildly inefficient, but that's okay. You have 20 more workers. You can be a bit of a psycho. And this is so nice to see. I mean, this, I think that StarCraft 2 is just in the best viewer-friendly location it has been in. Probably ever, honestly. Much as I love MMA lifting off his starting command center on Metalopolis. Much as I love that, I mean, I really think that the kinds of dynamics that are happening here are what made Brood War interesting 20 years later. This is the most impressive thing I've ever seen. I mean, it's this sort of dynamic late games where one player is favoring inefficiency and another player is favoring efficiency, and they both have lots of moves to consider. No fucking way Maxpax is going to kill this. I don't believe it. I'm in disbelief. Clem should have died 1,000 times, and Clem is just like, yep, no problem in it. God, that's so good. I mean, this is so hard to do. Yeah, Terran vs. Zerg, I agree, is especially dynamic. We should watch Terran vs. Zerg later. Dude, this sending disruptors to just delay. Yeah, I mean, I've never quite thought about disruptors as like a soft wall. Like, oh, I send the shots off slowly one at a time. Yes, I know you'll dodge every single one. I know 100% you're never going to get hit by a disruptor shot. And if you do that, you just don't get to advance. Wild. Absolutely bonkers. This not being scouted is a little bad. I mean, literally, you can see that Maxpax knows it and sees it. This is getting to be like some of the late great Brood War games, where like the 7th bases that slice along the mid map are the relevant ones. I cannot believe that Maxpax is getting pushed back. This is the most impressive thing. I mean, I know planetary fortresses are good, or excuse me, not planetaries. Mules are a good unit. Huh. So good. 50k versus 30k? That's nuts. I don't know about that. So good. I mean, this to me is the hallmark of like the greatest players of all time, where they're managing everything, and then they find a single unit to peel away. Not a big counter, just like a little tiny bit. Or not like a pack unit, it's just a little tiny touch. Wow, and now this bottom base is falling? No way. This is the most impressive game I've ever seen. I'll never be this good at anything in my life. And here there's 2 of them. Gross. And fuck, man, Clem finds the time. It's no big deal. Just defend perfectly for 30 fucking minutes. That's the right way to win, huh? Jesus. I wonder, like, I actually, this is where a huge gap of knowledge is for me. Like, how is it to just throw down some of the Colossus tech at this point in the game? Too suspect? Oh my god, I think Maxpax identified that there was enough floating units at the top side that he could begin to pressure in. Planetaries are so good. You watch them play in first person? Clem a lot, Maxpax not at all. I didn't even know that Maxpax streamed. But yeah, Clem's streams are always top notch. Holy shit, have you ever been out DT'd? Clem never has. Oh yeah, I guess Liberator range is pretty nuts. Although it's a little less now. There is no fucking way that Clem is going to win this game. There's no way. I don't believe it. And I mean, this is like how I watched him win his championship too. I'm just like, keeps holding on, man. Wow, you think cockroaches are impressive? You haven't seen Clem play. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, technically, it is going to be like, still, 2 base versus a lot of base. Jeez, I don't believe it. Who's the #1 nowadays? I mean, it's still probably Cyril, right? I mean, if you're Clem, like, how do you not pause the game and just go to the nearest mirror and be like, you're the greatest of all time? This is... You're fucking kidding me. That was unbelievable. That was incredible. Holy shit. Both those players are so good. They're so good. Oh, hold on, excuse me, kitten. Let me just do Control 2 down there for you. Oh my god. What triggered the GG there? Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit difficult to see because all the units are hidden, because Blizzard are a bunch of haters. But what triggered it is, if you look at the map distribution, so here's base 1, 2, that's dead, 3, 4, the main is 5, and then here's 6, right? And you can see the sort of corresponding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me focus on the bases 4, 5, 6 here, right? Totally mined out. Totally mined out. Totally mined out. And if we look, 65k resources lost to 44k. Now, I want to be clear. Efficiency is not your goal in an RTS. Winning is your goal, and efficiency is sometimes a helpful way to get there, sometimes a helpful way to get there, but it doesn't actually have to be the case. You can inefficiently trade units as long as you eventually run your opponent out of total resources on the map. So imagine for a moment that the Protoss player has effectively no resources in those 6 bases I identified, just has resources on the 7th bases. You may have heard me mention the relevance of the 7th bases and joking. Oh, actually, that's a great point. I can hit the back button. These 7th bases, if this player that's playing super inefficiently gets both of these, then it's an 8 base versus 6 base, and it's actually fine that I was inefficient because, again, I will wind up with more total resources and win the video game. But Clem had been so good at holding on that Clem still has, again, look, imagine these modicum of resources here and here. There's some in these 2 bases, but basically Clem's also mined out at all these, right? So if somehow Protoss was able to withhold, or not withhold, was able to hold on with this base and hold on with this base. It would have been all right. But at this point, when this army dies, it's not nearly that... Oh, give me a break. No! It's not merely that this fight was looking like it was going to go in Terran's favor. Terran would have been able to secure this, take this, and never attack. Just chill. Just hang out. And then eventually the Terran player will just have more total dollars of units on the battlefield, and there you go. So that was the reason for the GG. And it's funny, often you wind up... especially in a game that is as unstable as StarCraft 2, you'll just have an attack where someone just dies. There you go. There you go, done. Over. And it's easy to think about, okay, what's a build order to give me one of those attack timings? What is a way to detect one of those and hold it off, and then I win immediately, and so on and so forth. It's rare to have two players that are able to stabilize themselves for this long, to the point where 7th base analysis even fucking matters. Now, there's other alternatives that, you know, I suppose Maxpax could have done. These are options. Options would have been to transition to some air stuff. Options would have been to maybe try to incorporate some of these other things like, you know, I see people talking about Storm and Colossi. And, you know, I mean, it's tough from a composition standpoint because Terran has Liberators with range, lots of starports to be able to make Vikings, has Ghosts, has 3/3 upgrades. I mean, it's hard to, like, catch the Terran off guard with something. You know, because, like, you build Templar and they just blow up all your Ghosts. And at the end of the day, I think that, honestly, if I'm watching Maxpax, I'm like... There's probably about 15 times when I'm like, you did it, Maxpax. And then Maxpax, like, barely didn't break a planetary fortress. All right, and he's going in again, and he's going to win. And then he, like, barely didn't make another kill on a planetary fortress. So, I mean, it's just tough. Because I think that it was a very intense judgment-based, judgment-heavy game where you have to be splitting your stuff up really perfectly. And you have to be controlling your stuff really perfectly, and Clem just apparently did all that really perfectly and was able to win the game. I mean, that's amazing. That's just amazing. All right, let me just open up this thing. All right, hold on. Let me hit my buttons. Watch my buttons here. They come. So we Control Shift 5, Control 2, nope, Control 1, Shift 2. Bump, bump. Webhead says, which do you prefer, Age of Empires or StarCraft? I don't know. It doesn't... I'm not going to say it's like comparing apples to oranges, because I don't like apples and I don't like oranges. It's like comparing pizza and beer, I guess I'd say. If I could only consume those two things for the rest of my life, I would. I don't know if I prefer one to the other. Like, if you held a gun to my head, I mean, Brood War would be number one. That's going to be obvious. Right now, I prefer Age of Empires 2. It's probably my second one because I'm such a newbie at it. I know so little that it feels like there's all this excitement and possibility, and maybe in 2 years I'm like, nah, StarCraft 2 is definitely taking that out. So I'm right now into Age of Empires 2. It's like the game that I'm really into. I want to watch more of. Yeah. I want to play more of. I get the urge for it. Because I don't know. I find it really fun to be bad at something and to try to get good at it. So with a game like StarCraft 2, I would be catching up to where I used to be in Brood War. I would be catching way up to where I used to be, and that's not nearly as fun as being a complete newbie and going, oh, what are these units? What? But yeah, so it would be like Brood War and then a large gap, and then Age of Empires 2 probably edging out StarCraft 2. Those are pretty close. Then a large gap and probably Age of Empires 4, I would say. Minos is down. He's play SC2. I thought it was Myths. I'd never seen him. I mean, I've streamed myself playing some. Pretty much co-op in SC2. I played some the last few years. Played some. Oh my god. I saw you play some Solium Infernum. Did you enjoy it? Dude, Solium Infernum is the fucking cleverest. It is... Holy shit, can I plug Solium Infernum? Where's my gamers who are like, no, he's pausing again? Okay, so Solium Infernum. It is not what you think it is. If you look at Solium Infernum, it looks like Civilization in Hell. In fact, that's some of the marketing that they've done for it. It's a turn-based strategy game where the leader of Hell has departed and you need to battle against the other lieutenants in Hell to determine who's going to actually become the winner. So I thought to myself, oh, okay, so is it just another 4X strategy games? I like those. You know, Paradox releases a whole bunch of ones like Hearts of Iron and Stellaris. Maybe it's just another kind of thing like that, but it's turn-based. But here's the thing. Solium Infernum is actually a living board game where you play against, say, 3 to 5 year friends, so it's 4 to 6 players, and you're constantly trying to backstab the shit out of each other, create pacts, betray each other's pacts, in an absolutely brilliant structure that I cannot say enough good things about. So if any of you have ever like played a tabletop board game where you're just like sitting there playing with each other, it takes a long time for everyone to take their turns and stuff. The way that Solium Infernum works is that on your turn, you might have 2 orders. You could say, try to generate some resources and then move an army, and that's it. Or maybe make a demand or betray someone. Those are your 2. You have 2 orders. And everyone takes their turn at the same time. So you think, you go, okay, here's order 1, order 2, and then you hit submit. And then it waits for everyone's turn to get submitted. And then it shows the resolution of what everyone does. And now it's the next turn. So, okay, let me figure out what I want to do. And you try to make another 2 decisions. And you can unlock a 3rd and a 4th order. And there's various other systems and so on and so forth. But the thing that is especially brilliant about it, is that you can set it up so that you and your buddies just take 1 turn a day. So, like, there's actually a sidebar when you load up that are all your games. So you can start a game and submit, and it's on a once-a-day cadence. So you log in, you spend maybe 5 to 10 minutes doing some complicated planning and thinking, shit, what do I want to do? Do I want to betray this guy? No, actually, I'm not going to do it. Let me just move my army here, Okay, submit, close, move on with your day. If you want to spend 3 to 5 minutes, like what you would do on some shitty mobile game, don't do it on the shitty mobile game. Do it on Solium Infernum. And then you can start taking a turn a day. And then if all of a sudden you and your buddies are like, dude, let's do a session from like 1 to 4 on Saturday. So maybe you've taken 7 turns. Then you might just take 20 turns in that period. And then you go back to doing 1 turn a day or 1 turn a week. And 1 second. Yeah, she's gone. So yeah, like it's so fun. It's so awesome. It's a really brilliant structure of a game. So in my eyes, it's like the perfect way to do the rich, deep. Hey, relax. it's a great way to do the like really rich, deep, complicated diplomacy and strategy and backstabbing that would be fun in these bigger games like um, Civilization or diplomacy or all this stuff. But it's perfectly set up for like modern gameplay on modern PCs, and it got like amazing reviews. It's like the 96th best game of all time on Metacritic. Dude, this is so annoying. Dude, I'll be honest. I think Reapers, Adepts, I think they're a mistake. Oh fuck yeah. Oh my god. Can we get any Roddy subscribers in the chat? Oh yeah. The name of the game is Solium Infernum. I think it will be one of these games that will just continuously be a slow burn hit. Dude, do you guys know the Aaliyah song, Are You That Somebody? I've been listening to that this morning, man. I was shaving. Oh, it's so good. Bump, bump. Dude, Adepts and Reapers were a mistake. Dude, I actually don't know what the transition is if you go Phoenix like this. I'm really not sure. Ooh, double cycle. Love to see it. And like, so if I look, oh, and it was seen. It was seen. SCV ready. It feels like if you go Phoenixes, you have to go for something that has like a lot of power. Because Phoenixes are like a very slight, sneaky unit, and they don't have the same sort of just all-aroundedness that a Stalker has. So it feels like you have to go for Colossus or Disruptor. Something big and thick and meaty. I like expansions too, if you're going to be going for something big and thick and meaty and defensive. Alright, I'm so good. Wow. 3 Cyclones? Mamma mia. I love this question. It's so good. Question is, hey, look, it's Timmy. It says, I was going to say, what newly added unit do you think is the most impactful in StarCraft 2? For me, all right, hold on. I keep scrolling away. Let me see if I can get it. For me, it's tied between Colossus ignoring collision or Stalker blinks. Dude, it's the pathfinding. The pathfinding, utterly. It's the most buttery smooth. Everything goes exactly where you want it to go, always. Kind of unit motion. Everything gets to where it needs to be, period. With no exceptions. You hit 1A, boom, done. Oh my god, I'm a sleepy boy. It's fine, I'll get up in the middle of the night for my baby girl. Anytime. I'm talking about my dog, by the way. Yeah, bring back the clunkiness. Yeah, I like a little clunk. I like a little bit of Philomena clunk. Because the smoothness of the pathfinding, it is a choice. It's not like you modern computers can do a lot of the buttery smooth stuff that StarCraft does. Are there a lot of corner cases to consider and make it that good? I'm sure. I'm 100% certain of that. But also, I think that, like, choosing to have things function a little bit, like, for instance, in Dota 2, the fact that there's turn rates and things get a little stuck on each other actually leads to some really positive gameplay properties. I like Dota, I like Brew War, I like Age 2, I like a little clunk. I'm gonna watch so much StarCraft. Oh, it's gonna be so good. All right, so yeah, this is nice. Probably can't afford to get a 4th base before you get this swell of gateways. Because I mean, popping it down now and then going bam, flood of zealots feels reasonable. Squalor Goblin mode this weekend. Dude, yes. No, I've been going so fucking hard. So hard. I've been going insanely, stupidly hard. Even though I, as a person, am very soft. And so because I've been going so hard, / I haven't slept more than 3 or 4 hours in 5 weeks? Thanks to my dog's terrible injury that's getting her up in the middle of the night. Gotta take her to an x-ray. Oh, it's miserable. So I'm just very tired. I'm like groggy, so this weekend, my first weekend where I get to be a complete piece of shit. Absolutely. It's gonna be embarrassing if someone sees me in my squalor. Dude says, dude, just sleep more, just do it by turns or something. You can't possibly be suggesting to me. Do you think we've been spending 5 weeks not sleeping because we're just sitting here going, I guess we'll just, you know what, we'll set an alarm every hour, because why not? We've been trying this shit. We pass off night to night. If the dog is going, and crying out in the middle of the night, she's a large dog. She's a 60-pound turkey made of love. Like, if she's crying out, I'm going to get up. I'm not going to just be like, oh, it's great because I have chosen to sleep through it because I trust that Britt will handle it. How dare you? How dare you say that? I can't believe it. I will always bolt upright, worried about my little baby. What does she have? She has a ruptured disc in her spine. And it is not healing. So we have to, like, keep her fucking chilled out. Yeah. Have you tried reformatting the disc? That's a great joke, Astro Marine. That's so funny. That is so funny. That is really good. I'll tell it to the vet tomorrow morning. Yeah, so if I'm yawning, it's not because I find StarCraft 2 to be a complete snooze fest. I mean, goodness, Maxpax versus Clem. I could not have chosen a more boring series, am I right? Ugh. God. It's like watching two slugs have a conversation about accounting. This has actually been kind of an interesting difference between last game and this game, where Maxpax is just going for the extreme passive poke. Ooh, take a little peek. Check out. Okay, I'm coming back. Clem's getting a 3rd base and then a 4th base swiftly. Thank you, everyone, for the kind words about CC. Like, literally, Britt and I say to each other once a day, I can't wait for this to all be done. I can't wait for this to all be done. I cannot wait for her to just be better. So, all right, so what's the play? If this game does turn out to be a long one, it's these bases on the corners are the ones that I'm just always going to be thinking about. God, turrets are so killer in this game. They're pathetic in SC2 or SC1. Thanks, Zaldalak T, for the. Thank you for the kind words, Zaldalak. What a sweet and thoughtful thing to hear from you, Zaldalak. That's such a fucking good name. Sometimes names just have, like, their own... They invite their own personality and identity. I actually don't know how this composition fares at this late stage of the game. I mean, I would generally lean on the side of the Protoss getting better trades here. Protoss can replenish so quickly, and the Disruptors are a bit of a pain in the ass in that tight choke. DT Blink, you love to see it. Yeah, I mean, this, just managing expansions late is just, that is just the bee's knees right there. And I think this is also smart to be pressuring this top side. Because if you're Protoss and you can be taking these expansions behind, yo, dude, yes, Phoenixes. Man, I remember playing a game against one of my old Brood War buddies, Jonathan Walsh. And like, dude, just massing phoenixes against mech. Oh yeah, Jinro, Liquid Jinro. So we didn't know that like bio was like fucking way better. Just building a bunch of tanks and just like lifting them up. These are insane battles. I don't understand how... Oh, the tank's back here. That'll slow it down. Man. This is like semi-open. Dude, yeah, Maxpax again with the 88s. 88 workers, really making use of a lot of these. Can I just say, I don't understand. I don't understand why when there's gold bases, they always have less gold, and when there's rich geysers, they always have fewer geysers. I don't understand. Give me 2. Like, that's so weird. It's like, would you like a 10 or a 20? And I was like, well, I'd like a 20. Like, all right, well, if you chose a 10, I would have given you 2 10s. It's the same shit. Like, give me like 12 golds, right? 2 would be Imba. Yeah, give me some Imba shit. You know what? Here's what I want. I want, instead of, here's a 3rd and here's a 4th, I want a double rich geyser here and a gold base with 10 golds here. That's what I want. I want some interesting shit, man. Darwinner with the 10 gifted subs. That's what I'm talking about, Darwinner. Darwinner knows. Thanks, Darwinner. Thanks for the 10 gifted subs. Man, happy Thursday. Yeah, I just want more insanity. Gifted subs going wild today. It really is true, Music Storm. Dude, there's just so many disruptors. Oh my god. Oh my god. But I still feel like this is the scary area. This is what needs to be controlled. I mean, sure, you're taking this, but like, if you can even do any mining here and pick this off, because I mean, Terran still has to take this, and then go down here and take this, and there's a gold base here. There's like there's this kind of slow path forward. What does it feel like to split for 26 minutes? Warp Prism. Warp Prism. Hey, look, it's Timmy. Says, did you ever do a review on the infamous Idra Void Ray Bamboozle game? I casted that. I casted that game when it happened. I'm the reason you even know it exists. How dare you? I never did a review of it. I didn't get access to the replays from MLG. I mean, it's also reasonable to be like, well, did you do a review after you cast it, like you have done before? See, it's actually a reasonable question, but I was just a real bastard. Man, wow. See, I actually don't think you need to do these counterattacks here at this point. I mean, I'm obviously wrong, because Maxpax is just leagues better than me, but I don't know. It just feels like if you have your opponent on 4 bases, and you're at like a billion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, you know, we don't need to be doing a lot of counterattacks. We just need to be containment protocol. You know what? I'm totally wrong. If this thing's coming down, this would be fine time to do that. My favorite Brood War StarCraft 2 memory is definitely when I was casting MMA versus Idra, and Idra accidentally MMA accidentally kills his own command center, and then Idra just has this like huge army. MMA goes, oh my god, I accidentally killed my command center. Let me just send in all my shit for one last hurrah. And, like, Idra starts to hold it. And it's like, wow, I can't believe that's going to happen. And then Idra just says GG and leaves. Because he thinks that there's this huge army coming. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. I mean, like, oh my god, man. I remember the manager of EG was, like, went ballistic. Was, like, so mad. Because, I mean, like, of course you're going to be pissed off. Woo! Oh, let's go Stargates. Is Idra alive? Yeah, Idra just went and got a degree in, I believe, physics. And just works out a lot and is unbelievably ripped. And is the, you know, for his... Yo, this is so insane. For as much as people love to be like, oh, Idra's so bad manner, he's the worst manner player of all time. He was actually a very sweet person in real life. Almost just like a pleasant, giggly person. I have never seen this. This is so awesome. Oh my god, Blink DTs are so cool. Dude, like, you're way too good. You're way too fucking good, man. Yeah, here we go. That's what I'm talking about. Take the scary spot. Can you just go only DTs? He recalls it to this Nexus? How do you have the wherewithal to do that? What does that feel like to have that much wherewithal? You can't even get a belt that fits because your body's swollen with wherewithal. All right, carrier, let's fucking go. Let's go. Do you see how my analysis is lacking compared to how I used to do analysis? Now I'm just like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, fuck yeah. That's like most of what I said for the last 10 minutes. Yeah, Stalkers have the Blink upgrade that they can now research. Remember at a BlizzCon, a player, like, got a bunch of DTs with Blink and just, like, blinked into the main base and just sniped the hatchery, like, really early. It's like, yeah, am I watching Fun Day Monday here? Like, what is this? Ugh. That's right, Classic vs. Rogue 2019, that's what it was. It's so good. That's the one. That was the one. Oh, it feels so good. Tempest. This is my favorite unit. If I ever play 2v2, I only build this unit. Just cannon Tempest. My opponents build Zerglings. Damn it! What a bunch of assholes. You ever talk to Seth? Or do you mean Sheth? Did you type Sheth and get autocorrected to Seth? Yeah, I talked to him literally yesterday. Sheth is awesome. Well, Sheth's name is Sean, and I only befriend fellow Seans. So you don't hear me talking about, you know, anyone else who isn't named Sean. So, I mean, I don't actually have a lot of confidence in the carrier's ability to, like, do that much good. I mean, the Tempests are the ones that I'm much more interested in. Being able to get these snipes off. I mean, if you can just get some mining there, oh, that'd be so good. So, reminiscing, have you heard what Noni is up to? Yeah, I had... Dude, I talked to Sheth yesterday, and not this most recent Saturday, but the Saturday before, I had brunch with Sheth. We had egg sandwiches, man. So good. You know, he also streams. He was streaming a bunch of Stormgate when it was doing the, like, the demo period or whatever it is. I love Tempest. They're so cool. Look at that range. Look at that sweet audio. Yeah! Oh, dude, Tempests are awesome. I don't know what good the carriers are going to be doing here, but... Yeah, more Stargates. Let's go. Mass Tempest. Only get Tempest. 3,000 people suddenly change their name to Sean. Hell yeah. I have an awesome name, and I love Tempests, yeah. How do your knuckles not explode if you're Clem? I mean, you're splitting against disruptors for like at least an hour now. Are they all gonna fucking die? Holy shit. Definitely oils his knuckles, for sure. I mean, jeez. Jeezy goodness. I'm gonna go to a closer zoom level, man. See, like, if you're not able to begin mining out of these earlier, like if this had half the minerals mined out or something, like, I mean, it's still hard. I mean, I'm claiming if things had happened, I don't know when they would happen. Oh, Clem's gonna get away with it, isn't he? Clem, you monster. This positioning is just immaculate. Dude, sky tanks, liberators, oh my god. Yeah, I like this play to join everything together because, hey, if my opponent is actually spread out at all, maybe there's a way to smash in. God, liberators deal stupid damage, man. What's the exact damage amount? Let me go to the F12 help menu. Terran units, where is the Liberator? Dude. You're kidding me, it deals 5 damage? It's amazing. Show me what it's like sieged. Oh, give me a break. Where's the sieged? How do you... Someone needs to update this help menu. Because it's like 75 plus 3? Or is it 70 plus 5? It's something up there. I mean, it's got to be like close to 100 damage a pop. Nuts. Absolutely bonkers. Just click on one. Alright, now what? Now what do you want me to do, huh? What do you want me to do now, Seer? What, do you think it's behind me? Nah, it's just its health. What else do you want me to click on, huh? The interface is betraying both of us. Oh, yeah. Mass carrier? Yeah, I mean, this late game scenario just seems insane. Yeah, no, Seer, you're completely right. It just so happens to be that this specific observer interface that I'm using just, like, does not have damage values. I mean, this is such a dense army. It's like Liberator, Ghost, Viking. Oh my god, the literal endless scan. Literal. Dude, there's no interceptors. I mean, if I go to the unit tab, like, it should show 21 interceptors among 7 carriers. I mean, it's insane. One unit. And it's going to deal somehow a lot of damage. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh my god. No! Let it land! For the fans! Is this like the ultimate late game army for PvT? Is that actually a thing? Never say die. I don't even know what that means, but it's so cool. Is it just all about the Golden Armada? Alright. Oh. Oop, time to get one of these and just think about how not good it is. I feel like you regrettably make motherships. Like you're never just like, fuck yeah, I got a mothership. You're just like, all right, well, I got one of these stupid things. Oh my god. Ghosts shred that shit. That's so rude. Oh my god. This is...
I will comply.
Oh, dude, they're complying. It's electrifying. Oh, yeah. Dude, DTs without cloak just look goofy. They look so goofy. Yep, there we go. Yep. Comes down to the corner bases. Yeah, I actually don't know how you even get Templar to participate in this. I mean, obviously, Maxpax is going to try, but it's just like, there's so many ghosts. What the fuck? Holy shit. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh my god, dude. Yes. Holy guacamole, man. Please kill it. Okay. We shall mind the gas. I mean, that's pretty tight. Hey, 26 minutes Thorm. Let's go. This is the commentary I'm here for. Yeah, no, I told you I'm not a commentator. I'm a fan. I'm a super fan, baby. The wherewithal to immediately send the probes back when you see that there's no Liberator. And then same for Clem to immediately send that. No! The lack of wherewithal. Oh my god. And then to repair that. Oh man. And we've all been there. Alright. Big Tankers, these guys are chock full of wherewithal. I know, just wherewithal burgeoning out of every single crack in their bodies. Mark Livis says, are these insane late game SC2 games with constant madness more or less draining for a pro player than the 50-minute long slugfest of Brood War? I feel like it is, because I feel like this game is on razor's edge in a way that Brood War is not. Dude, I know, there's endless scans. Like, Clem is never not scanning.
We're returning fire!
Base is under attack.
You want a piece of me,
This
boy?
army is ridiculous. Oh my god, Archons? Really? Is it just because you have the gas? I don't know. It seems a lot. Scan, scan, another scan here. Everything's scanned. Everything is seen at all times. I don't believe how good these players are. Goofy mother. Just recalling here and there. Alright. This is awesome. Dude, I mean, at this point, Clem has just said, okay, the bottom right is my target for taking. Top left, I'll delay it as much as I can, but I never need to kill it. Just so decisive. I mean, this is batshit insane. And there's just this Protoss base just mining away. Clem is the sort of player to just notice this. By the way, this is something that I first saw a lot of Age of Empires 2 players do, where instead of waiting, and then sending these back, you shift Q them here, and then you click over there, and then you can just move these units up here, and you know that when this dies, these will eventually move and head back at right about the right time. How do resources lost look this game? That's a great question. I mean, it's going to be something a little similar to the last one. Man. Because now we see that Clem is the one who's just building the bank. I mean, Clem just looks so confident and so comfortable in these ridiculous late game settings. Jeez. It's the exact opposite story. Alright, let's go, Disruption Bubble. That was actually pretty good. Man, in Brood War, Interceptors cost minerals. But here, they just auto-build them. So it's not as catastrophic to lose that many things, but still. I mean, I just cannot believe how efficient Clem is. They do also cost? They do just cheap? Has that always been the case? Has that always been the case? What? I thought that it... Since Wings of Liberty? No way. You're kidding me. Wait, okay, at the launch of Wings of Liberty... I've been out of the game for too long? No, I literally have always thought... I guarantee I said that shit during the Day 9 dailies, man. What? What? I can't fucking believe it. Yeah, I'm new to this game. I've never played this. You have to recall, I've never seen these units before. I had no fucking clue. See, Delphi Dubs' bros casting at MLG saying interceptors are free. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I don't know if anyone built a carrier back then, but I would have said that shit. Really? What? What in the fuck? They're free in the single player? Oh my god, no fucking way. Is that, am I a brain-rotted campaign player? Yeah, really? Wow, Campaign Carl out here making statements. Damn right, Asparagus. Yeah, no, because here's the thing. There are things that I have misremembered, and I have no shame or shyness about going, I thought it was this. Oh, it's not that. Oh, I guess I misremembered. I have always been 100% confident that in this game, interceptors are free, and in Brood War, interceptors cost money. I feel like there's a possibility that in the Let's Learn StarCraft series that I did, focused on StarCraft 1, that I even specifically called this out. Because the thing is, in StarCraft 1, carriers were a huge problem for Terrans for the first 4 or 5 years, until players figured out a type of micro you can do with your Goliaths to make them target the interceptors instead of the carriers. Good morning. Good morning again. And so what Terrans started to do is they would just do this Goliath micro, blow up all the interceptors, and then the Protoss would run out of cash. And that's one of the reasons why it's really hard to go carriers effectively against Terrans now is because they just burn through all your money. And I mean, that's what we're seeing here, man. Like, how much is an interceptor now? Let me see if I can go to the help menu. No, some help you are. Dude, they're 15 minerals? That's so fucking much money. Holy shit, interceptors are expensive. Oh, wait, can I do this? How much does it cost? Where's the cost? How do I... Where is it? Lost protein is a stasis trap. Excuse me, stasis ward. I'm not clicking on anything anymore. I don't trust any of you. But dude, no wonder he's so broke. That's I mean, that must be a metric shitload of minerals. Wait, there's a units... Oh my god. 260 fucking interceptors. That's 2,600. That's 3,900 minerals. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Click on a carrier and hover over the build interceptor button. I think no one appreciates, none of you appreciate me. If you click on the carrier, I don't have a build interceptor button because I'm not on the default UI. Isn't that devastating? It's hard even for me sometimes. Jesus, that's so much freaking money. That's 4,000 minerals. So this is why the ghosts are so effective. You can leave the ghosts back and they have instant shot. Holy shit. Wait a minute. Is there a little button here that I missed? No, I can't hover over it. Yeah. Holy shit. Clem is so good. I've seen Clem win these attrition games so many times. Hold on. I have a button for this. Oh, there you go. Congratulations, Maxpax. You really impressed me. This is amazing. Let me try this one more time. There we go. Wow. Holy fuckamoly. Well, goodness. Well, I'm going to go eat dinner. That was lovely. Let me just say, I am still going to be doing a Blizzard month, which means that last week's Hearthstone, that was uploaded. This week has been StarCraft 1 and 2. Next week, I'm going to do my first ever playing of World of Warcraft. We're going to find out how that stuff goes. And I'm going to do a little bit of flex stuff the following week. There's going to be some other things on the docket, the Warcraft 2 and StarCraft 1 campaigns. I might consider checking out Diablo 4 Warcraft Rumble, but I don't know. I'll probably actually still just do some Heroes of the Storm, which is another thing that's guaranteed going to happen. We're going to be doing a bunch of that stuff. And so there are some events coming up streaming-wise in the future, which is like Elden Ring's going to have its DLC, and I'm going to no-life the shit out of that. I'm also going to be... Stormgate, I think, is going into early access sometime this summer, and depending upon its completeness, I might do a bunch of that or none of that. There was one other thing, new Magic set coming out as well, and I want to do some of that. But I am going to do some slightly more frequent StarCraft stuff overall. I highly doubt I'll ever do like full-time StarCraft. I like my blast of varieties, but honestly, hanging out, watching replays, chilling a little bit has been some of my favorite streams that I've done in a while. Because, I mean, it's just amazing. You just get to sit here and be amazed at how good other people are at this shit. It's great. It's so fun. So thank you all so much for joining me. It's fun to be back watching, playing a little StarCraft. And of course, for those of you who are wondering where I was for about 4 or 5 years, stopped due to all the bad news coming out of Blizzard. And there's been enough, there's been an absence of negative, and of course the big positive of Bobby Kotick stepping down. Made me go, yeah, you know what? I think I will start doing some Blizzard stuff. But yeah, hope you all have a great rest of the night. It's been a wonderful week. And bye.